There's a lot of talk, John, and it's probably proprietary, but the pitching lab. You hear a lot about the pitching lab down in Port St. Lucie, and it's kind of like a laboratory in a way.
They kind of dissect you. They kind of dissect
Yeah.
everything of you.
What
Well,
can
listen,
you
you could
what can
go.
you share with us about that?
You
Anything?
can go to the pitching lab as much as you want. You still have to go out on the field and execute. And I don't care what
Yes.
they say. They could show your exit velocity, your spin rate, your the grip on your ball, you change your angle on your hand, everything like that. That's all great and said and done. But the bottom line is you have to go out on the field and execute your pitches and hit your spots. Pitching still the same way. You got to hit your spots, change speeds, change the eye level.
Yeah. And it's actually kind of interesting. You'll ask guys about the pitching lab, but I'm pretty sure that if anyone said anything, a sniper would take them out. It is very, like, very, very, very under wraps.
Right.
But it also depends on the pitcher. Like, I was talking to Clay Holmes about it, and this is a guy who is very cerebral in his approach. He likes the physics of pitching. He likes the science behind it. So he will look at all that biometric data and whatever, and be like, okay, I can use it this way, this way, and this way. And I was like, well, how do you find the balance between almost too much information and like just going out there and pitching? And it 100% is just up to the guy, up to the pitcher. Some guys love all that information. Some guys get overloaded by it and they kind of like messes with their head or messes with their delivery. So again, it goes back to, yeah, the pitching lab is pretty cool and it can probably teach you a few things, but it depends on the pitcher. It depends on how you use that information or if you need that information.
When I was down in camp, I was watching guys throw on the side, and every pitcher that threw, after every pitch they threw, they looked back at the big screen TV that they had behind the pitcher now, and they were trying to see the location, where the release point was, so on and so forth. And I was kidding around with Jeremy Hefner, and I said, boy, back in my day, when the pitcher goes behind you, he'd tell you to stay back, and your release point's a little too short. Get out there a little longer. Those are the only things you say. Now, it could be too much information. Guys do like that information. Sometimes too much is no good. You see guys on the bench looking at the iPad after they hit. They're studying stuff like that. You still got to see the ball. You got to hit the ball, right? And pitching is the same way. That information is good, but you don't want to overload yourself with that stuff.